What's up, everybody, and welcome to The Life, where we talk about things that happen in life. With my life right now, I saw that Cartoon Network got a reboot of the Thundercats lately. And I thought, hey, that's my childhood. So I went to watch Thundercats. No, my generation's Thundercats. After watching it, remembering it never got a second season and internally crying about it, my mind thought, what happened? And that's what we're gonna tackle today. Thundercats 2011. I remember when I got a crush on Tigra, found out he liked Chitara, and that was one of my earliest heartbreaks, right next to Kevin 11 and Robin. So, what was it about for all you young whippersnappers? It's a reboot of an 80s show about a bunch of furries, or no, not furries, anthropomorphic cats in an anthropomorphic world. Their kingdom is destroyed by a literal mummy, and now they have to find a bunch of stones to bring peace. That happens after they find a book that has a soul in it. Score! Mid finding items, the main team helps other species in a Voltron Legendary Defenders-esque fashion. Speaking of the main team, meet the squad. Lion-O, Tigra, Chitara, Panthro, Wily Kit and Wily Cat, Snarf, and Pumaira. And meet the main bad guys, Mumra, Slate, Kanar, Atticus, and Grun. So, what exactly happened? Thundercats initially aired on the 29th of July in 2011 with a 1-hour premiere event. People said that it was a promising show, having action scenes, adequate animation, and an anime-like art style. It did look promising. Besides these assets, the show still failed in the network's eyes. Not many are sure, believe me, I've researched, but I found out 3 plausible reasons. The first reason is the typical Cartoon Network reason, and the one I personally believe. They put the Thundercats in a bad time slot. And I must say, they did. Sources in the description below. Seemingly, Thundercats was only shown twice a week. Once at 8:30 p.m. on a Friday when kids would have been steeping or preparing to steep, and another on Sunday at 7:30 a.m. when kids would have been sleeping, waking up, or those Christian kids who go on mass. This horrible time slot, of course, damaged the Thundercats' popularity, leading children to buy less toys and thus making them less money, so they cancelled it. The second reason is the legend of Chima. Don't know what that is? Well, I'll wait while you look it up, see if you remember it. I sure for one remember it airing on the network once. It never really stood out to me. Legend of Chima is basically an attempt to mix Ninjago with Thundercats. That was a lot more favored than Thundercats, but failed. You may ask, but why would they do this? To that I say, the Legos Chima line got Cartoon Network's attention. Making a cartoon with those Legos, they could make more toys and have less production costs. But that only works if your show becomes quite popular. The last reason could be that people thought it had shitty writing. It had some comedy, good episodes, tearjerkers, and some chemistry. But in the end, the writing was mediocre. Maybe somewhat bad to others. Now, forgive me as I am not qualified for this, but these are things that made the cartoon mediocre. The romance and gosh darn love triangles. The cast have some level of chemistry within each other, but as friends. They haven't built up the relationship of the cats and the writers are already saying, now kiss. The world building is prioritized. We don't get to see our cast grow. Sure, we see their past, but we can't really find a reason to root for them much or stick with them. Except maybe the twins. The babies need TLC. We have to care for the characters to care for the show, but we don't really get to see them get personal challenges and arcs that the watcher can relate to or understand to the level of completely caring for the character. We don't get to see who they are in a deeper level. They all just seem so shallow. And not unlike that classmate you got, and you're in good terms with them, but you're not really friends with them, but not really strangers either. We get to see different cultures though, and how the world is outside the confines of Thundera. Lion O focused story. Okay, maybe some cast gets character development in episodes. Namely, our main character, Lion O. He develops practically each episode. We don't get to see much of the other characters and how they really are, except when they are with Lion Boy over here. The initial episodes followed a split plot where we got two plots in one. Score! Still, we don't meet our characters in a deeper level like I said before. Generally, the writing could be improved. With such events that happened, Thundercats never got to soar and ended on the 16th of June 2012 with its 26th episode. It never even got a year on air. But hey, we got another reboot. Oh, Cobb, no.